Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. So, here's the tea, okay? So, scenery looks a little different because I'm in my fiance's car. And the reason why I'm in my fiance's car is because the brake light has came on my vehicle. I noticed on today's Thursday, so Tuesday evening on Tuesday evening I noticed the brake. I had to kind of put a little bit of more pressure on the brake in order for the car to stop. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with my brakes now all of a sudden? No brake light or anything. Hey, if it ain't cheap, hey, welcome. I'm using a different live streaming app. This is Prism. This is what I use on my phone. So on Tuesday night, I'm like, all right, whatever. Wednesday morning on the way to work, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with my brakes? Like, why are they acting like this? Like, I have to like really push on them in order for them to stop. On the way home last night, it was not good at all. Last night, I'm pushing on the brake, and it's pretty much heading to the floor. Like, it's slowly. Hey, Kelly. It's slowly. Like, what the heck is wrong with my car? So I'm like, I kind of felt this before, but I think it's because I don't have any brake fluid. So I went last night to AutoZone and I got me some brake fluid, and I was a little low on brake fluid. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's gonna work. My fiance told me to pump the brake so that the fluid can go through the system. And hey, Rach, welcome to my live. I'm pumping the brakes and it's still not working. I'm like, okay, maybe it needs to settle in or whatever. I end up parking my car in the garage. I get out this morning and it's going all the way without even any tension, all the way to the floor. I'm coming down the hill because I live in an area where it's real hilly. So I'm coming down the hill and I pushing on the brake, and the car's still moving, and the car's in front of me, and I stopped maybe like 3 cars distance, and it's still going down, and then it finally stopped. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to work like this with the car, with the brakes not properly working. And I went to go get on the highway and I couldn't do it. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna get into a bad accident. On the highway in New York, people like to cut you off. If it's any little bit of space between you and the car in front of you, somebody's gonna try to fit their way in between you and that person. So I'm not taking a chance. Well, I'm gonna get into an accident. So I chose to call my job and let them know, hey, I'm not calling out, I'm coming in, but I am gonna be late because I'm having issues with my car and my brakes. I don't think I need new brakes, Kelly. I honestly think that it's something wrong with the tube, and I googled it, because usually when you need new brakes and you don't have any brake pads, usually your brakes are like whistling and making all kind of noises. Like, so I'm not having that issue. So I don't know. I just hope that when my fiance goes there today, that it gets fixed, because it's very dangerous. It's cold up here, and when you park your car on the street, especially when it start getting dark, all the rats and stuff from the garbage, they want to come inside your car, especially if you just parked, because it's nice and warm inside. They want to build nests and chew up on your wires and stuff. So it's like, that's the risk that you have when you live in a city and you don't have a garage, to park in. But hopefully I get to work by at least 9:30. It's 8:46. I told them that I would be to work around 9:30. So hopefully I'll be to work on time. And so far, oh, you see it, babe? My fiance is on it. His name is K Wright. He said leak in the line. He sees it. So you see? And it's like, what other reason would I have a leak in the line if it wasn't for, you know, these stupid rats and squirrels and stuff that like to hide in our cars when we park them because it's nice and warm, you know? So that issue is going to be settled. Let me tell you guys about this morning. I mean, I already talked to my fiance about it. He knows. But it's like, all right, so my daughter, she's 2 years old. For you guys who don't know. My daughter is not nonverbal. My daughter talks, but she's stubborn. Like, she talks when she wants to talk. She's one of those babies. Hello, Sheen. Good morning, everyone. Everyone, say hello to each other. Mix, mingle. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live. Thank you so much. Make sure that you guys are not using any numbers in the live. Don't write the word subscribe to my channel. If anything, just put a heart next to that person and make sure you watch that person's video and like it, okay? So now, this morning, I had a discussion with one of my daughter's teachers. She has teachers that come to her at the babysitter to help her with speech. And they first tried to diagnose her as autistic, but she doesn't have autism. Her teacher said that she doesn't have autism, but they chose to stay on and work with her anyway. The whole thing with this one in particular, she is supposed to come in the morning, and from day one, the unprofessionalism, if that's a word, I didn't like her, and I spoke to the PM teacher and told her that I honestly don't want her to teach my daughter anymore. And they're both African American women, and I don't want to put somebody out of job, but I personally felt like she wasn't the best for my daughter. The PM teacher, so she stayed on as my daughter's teacher. Throughout this time, she's flaked out on my daughter, saying that she's sick. Don't have a problem with somebody being sick, but you let me know ahead of time. You don't wait until you're supposed to see my daughter, and then even after the time, you text me at 9 o'clock. Or, all right, so you text me at 9 o'clock when you're supposed to see her at 8 o'clock in the morning and say, oh, I'm sorry. Or 11 o'clock and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just waking up. My alarm didn't go off. Oh, I'm feeling so sick. I got in late last night. Like, you don't text me that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I even purchased a composition notebook so that her and the other teacher, they can write down different stuff inside so everybody can be on the same page of what, you know, my daughter is learning or working on or whatever. This is something I did. This is not something that's issued by them. This woman takes it upon herself to write in there that she only gave my daughter an hour session because she ran late. She lives in a different state from me, but she claims that she leaves at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, you guys know that I work and live in 2 different boroughs. I still live in New York. On my way to work, you guys, I consistently see cars from her state, and she lives in Connecticut. I consistently see cars coming from Connecticut all morning, all the way in my borough and all the way in the borough that I'm working in. And and then she's always talking about it's traffic and all these excuses. You guys, I'm so over her. It's like, it's so many things in my mind, like I can't even spew them out in order to you guys because I'm just like literally pissed off. But I'll just fast forward. Well, let me say, she called out. She didn't come one day and she didn't even tell me, and I just so happened to be off that day, and you know, I went over to check on my daughter because I heard her talking through the door. you know, and at the daycare. And usually around this time, she's supposed to be with the teacher. They're supposed to be in the back working on lessons. So I went over and I said, teacher here? They said, oh, no teacher. Wow, no teacher. Hello, Kingdom Boy. Good morning. So I'm like, So I texted her and I said, hey, how's my daughter, how's Sabrina doing today in class? This woman texts me at 11 o'clock in the morning and she says, oh, I just came in no, this time she said, oh, you didn't know? It's my birthday. I'm in Vegas. Oh, and I'm also sick. I think I have the flu. I'm actually in urgent care here. I'm having a horrible time. Do you think, excuse me, that I fucking care that you're having a horrible time on your fucking birthday trip to Vegas, that you, one, didn't even call me and tell me that you weren't coming in to service my daughter? Are you kidding me? Like, seriously, are you kidding me? Dalton, hello, welcome, Dalton. And then recently, this lady had the nerve to call me, well, not call me, tell me that she only did, that she didn't come in because she went to a wedding in Canada and she got in at 4 o'clock in the morning, or they missed their flight, and da-da-da. But this is after the fact. Like, I'm so sick of it. So we made a thing where she's gonna make up for all the time that she's lost, and she's supposed to have 2 hours with her a day. She is the one who said she would come in a half hour early, not me. She said she would come in a half hour early. Sun is blinding me, y'all. So she said, oh, can she come in today because I'm here early? She was there at 7:20. I said, no, we just made this plan. So she's still sleeping, but tomorrow we can start. My daughter, I had to wake her up. Her father woke her up, got her ready while I was getting ready for work, and took her over. She was there on time. I'm calling the teacher, and she's not answering the phone. She finally calls me at 7:50 to the wrong. Oh, I see you calling me. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. Everything okay, Mom? Yes. You're supposed to be here at 7:30. You made me wake my daughter up at 7:30, and you're not even there. Like, I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it was traffic. They're doing construction on your block. Oh, there wasn't any parking spots. I said, sweetheart, there are plenty of parking spots, and they're not doing construction on the whole block. They're doing construction on this piece of sidewalk. I'm like, I don't understand it. You guys, it's like, this really is bothering me, because it's like, when it comes to your kids, you want the best for your children. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're here to help my daughter, you're supposed to be here. If you don't want to be on my daughter's case and you don't want to be there for her, then don't be bothered. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't be bothered. I don't want you around my kid. And she's the first one to say, oh, I love your kid. Your kid is so awesome. It's one of my favorite kids. Da, 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 da. But you're not showing that she's one of your favorite kids, because, you know, the lack of enthusiasm of wanting to teach her. You're consistently coming late, and you're always having an excuse. It's like, I'm so tired of it. I really am. Like, it really pisses me off. So, on Friday, I was supposed to be off. That's tomorrow. I actually have to call the coordinator, because I was supposed to be off and I was supposed to meet up with her to sign some documents. I think I'm going to tell her, listen, can you find somebody to replace her? Because I don't want her anymore. I don't want her dealing with my daughter. I don't want her around my daughter. I feel like she's giving her negative energy. And, you know, her evening teacher, very nice, very supportive. She really wants to help my daughter, you know, succeed and start talking more, you know. And it's like she's even asked us to take pictures and provide her pictures so she could you know, it'll help engage conversation. Well, what's in this picture? Who is this? This mommy, this daddy, stuff like that, right? There's a picture of me. My picture, I notice, is missing. And I'm like, why is my picture missing? And both teachers use the same Ziploc. I tell you guys this. I'm so serious. Yeah, you guys know, based on from my my holiday, my Vlogmas, all of December, and around December is when my picture went missing. I'm sure of it. To January, I've been sick. I honestly feel like this lady done took my picture and did some kind of voodoo or something on it. I'm serious. I'm not even being dramatic. Because it's like, I've been doing good with myself. So far as my health, I've been eating good. You know, I've been trying to get to a good mental space. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why am I keep getting sick? Why am I keep being anxious, having like these little things going on when I'm trying to be positive, I'm trying to move on? Well, all this time has passed. I've never had this anxiety. You know, I've been dealing with things the way I've been dealing with them in a good space. And it's like, I'm trying to be happy. You know, my family move on. I'm supposed to be getting married this year. I should be planning my wedding. And it's like, I got to deal with certain illnesses and stuff. And it's like, and then I notice my picture is missing. And I honestly feel like doing something. Jeez, switch her out. I'm really serious about it. You guys may think that I'm joking and that I'm dragging it, but I'm being dead ass. I'm being serious. Frank GTV, hey, good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Well, guys, I'm almost at work. It is 8:59. I told him I would be to work at 9:30. I'm like 5 minutes away from work. So, you guys know when I get inside, I can't have the, you see? When I get inside, I can't have the live on because a lot of my coworkers are playing like radios and music and stuff like that, and I will get copyrighted. So you guys mix and mingle with each other. Also know that if you guys do not have 1,000 subscribers and you want to go live and you want to get your watch time up, make sure on your computer or your laptop you go to Chrome. On your Chrome, you use StreamYard so that you can do your lives. On your phone, like I'm using now, or on your tablet, you can use Prism. You can use the Prism app so that you can do live streams to help get your hours up. Okay? When you guys are doing these live streams, make sure no more than 2 emojis are being used per post. Make sure no numbers are being typed. You have to type out the actual word. You cannot press 16. You have to type out 16, the word. SIXTEN. You cannot say support, subscribe, follow, friend. I think there's little words that you can't use. Okay. Oh yes! I found a parking spot, y'all. All right, let's see what I missed. Let's see what I missed. Hold on 1 second. Try to go to my live. I'm trying to go to an app within an app. Let's see if I can make this happen. Let's see if I can make this happen. All right, so I'm here. All right, guys. So pretty much what I did was moderators so that you guys can help me in the lives. Okay, you guys should see a wrench by your names. All right, y'all. I'm about to head in. Oh, Devin car is so low, y'all. I'm not used to his car being so low or being in such a low car no more. I'm glad I found the parking spot so fast. Y'all, after being in my car and the brake not working the way it should have been working, when I got in Devin car, I dead look like a person who's just learning how to drive. You know how they put too much pressure on the brake and they be jerking their body? Because that's how far down I had to push my brake. Horrible. So being that I told them I'm not gonna be into 9:30, I ain't gonna have time for a break if I go in and start straight working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Today it is freezing cold. Sheesh. I need to invest in some lawn johns. I be moving my little legs so fast, I don't even be going there. Oh God. I'm trying to keep warm. Cali is super cold. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright. What do you like the flat bagels? And would you pop those? Alright.
Black.
Alright. Smaller ones. Yeah, I do. It's gonna be L38 next to me. I don't know if that's ever now. I don't know if I just try to get the same right. I feel like the wrap might be better, lighter for me, being how much too much. I have a shake, but I feel like I just worked out. So. Alright, let me go. I'll walk.
It could be real cold, especially the type of vehicle that you drive. Hi. The veggie omelet with bacon, avocado. It could be, Dalton, it could be really cold, but it really depends on the type of vehicle you drive. Like when I first started doing this job, the kind of vehicles we drove were these like Dodge Caravan called a Windstar, and the vehicle was already so old, so there was no heat and no air conditioner when it was supposed to be. So you had AC in the wintertime because that's the only kind of air that was coming through, and in the summertime you would get heat because that's the only kind of air that would come through, you know. So you got to deal with those. And then you have something that's called an LLV. A lot of you guys have seen it. That's that small postal truck where they drive on the the opposite side, so that they can pull up to a mailbox and just put the mail in like that. So those vehicles, same thing. They don't have any heat. They don't have any air conditioning like they're supposed to. They are old vehicles. Now you have some of these newer vans. They're called ProMasters. They kind of look like the Mercedes Sprinter. They look like they're double decker. They have the slide door, real fancy looking. They're made by Dodge. Those have heat. Those have AC. You have the trucks called 2-ton. Some of you may have seen the 1-ton. It's a smaller version of it. You have the ton, and then you have the newer 2-ton. I drive a newer 2-ton, the older one, just like the Windstar and LV. No AC, no heat. We were very lucky and rare to get a older 2-ton that had some AC or heat. Very rare, and it was either or. If it had heat, it didn't have AC. If it had AC, it didn't have heat. Yes. So, okay, babe. My vehicle has both. And to be honest, you want to be warm, but you don't want to overdress, because if you overdress, then what you're going to do is you're going to start sweating. And sometimes that happens to me. So sometimes if I start doing the nail, I'll start doing the nail with just my hood on. I'll take this hat off and I'll just have my hood on. If I feel like I need to put my hat on, then I'll just put the hat on and no hood. Or if I feel like it's too cold, then I'll put the hat on and then I'll put the hood over the hat, because I'll start sweating. And it's like this kind of like fur material that you see here is on the inside as well. And plus, you know, I have my hair like an afro, so that's gonna sweat. And once I start sweating, that is it. All of this is gonna be wet, and then your pores are open, and then all the cold air that's continuously hitting you, you're gonna get sick. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta dress it. You have to be warm, but not too overdressed. Just like, you know, you see, I don't know where everybody's from here, but like in New York, in Manhattan, you see like the people that run in Central Park, they're running in shorts. They'll have on a hat, they'll have on a scarf, they'll have on a jacket, they'll have on gloves, but they'll have on shorts with thick socks and sneakers. And you're looking at them like, what the heck? But it's because you're moving your legs, so they're building up heat. Whereas your body, like here, you're not moving it as much, so you need to keep that in mind. Let's say something. Kingdom Boy, we were gonna do your challenge. We googled the challenge, the whole purpose of the challenge, because you're supposed to try to swallow the cinnamon. But a lot of people have had respiratory problems because in the midst of trying to swallow, they've been inhaling because there's so much going on in your mouth. And Devin, if you don't know, is asthmatic. He already has that, so he cannot do it. And I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to do a dangerous challenge. I want to do a fun challenge. So Kingdom Way, we are not going to do that challenge. But if you want us to do another challenge, you want to challenge us to something else, we would do that challenge. Okay? So we do have we have 2 more challenges coming up. You guys, when we do challenges, we do them on live, and most likely we're going to be doing them using StreamYard. Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Yes, please. Please, please, please. Kingdom Boy, okay, do a blindfold challenge. What do you mean? What do we have to do? Are we just sitting there blindfolded or what? Vanilla is bad. Thank you.
I didn't know that you want the egg whites.
Yeah. My breakfast, y'all. She said she didn't know I wanted egg whites. She said it was a cheat today. some water called oxygen, saying it's infused with oxygen. No, really, it's H2O. It already has oxygen in it. You know, these water companies try to sell you anything. Anything. Okay, no, Kingdom Boy says, no, you have to be blindfolded as someone feed you and you have to guess the food. Okay. We definitely can do that. We'll definitely do that. I'm going to screenshot this. So that I can remember. Hold on, you guys. It's David. Hello? Yeah. Guys, I'm upset. I have to, my car is gonna cost, so both of the brake tubes in the front are messed up. And then he said that my brake pads, they're really low. And he wants to change them. Saying that he can just do the tubes and then change the brake pads later. But they don't make sense. I might as well just get it done all at one time. It's gonna cost $400. That's a lot of money. And I'm trying to save for a wedding.
Have a great day.
Yeah, this is so frustrating. It really is. Any challenges I want you to do? Kingdom Boy, you don't even shoot videos. I haven't seen one of your videos. And last night you left B&B Reviews It live. We were talking about being in a band and you wasn't there. We needed your input. Vanilla said those are super funny to watch, like each person puts 7 eggs with each other. That's gonna be funny. Especially because you're blindfolded, you don't know what it is. So it doesn't even have to be crazy, you know? Just texture wise, you know, because you don't know what it is. Girl, I wish I ain't live in New York sometime, because sometimes they overcharge stuff. Yeah, B&B was asking, like a would you rather question, and we were talking about would you rather be in a band or do something else, and it's like you were the expert about being in a band, like what you go through and stuff like that. I need back one. Yeah, and then the area you in too. You know, like if you was in Jersey, Kelly, they would try to overcharge. Okay, Kingdom Boy, when I get off work, I'll watch it. And y'all know once I start working, I can't be on YouTube. Aww, Vanilla. Whoop. But yeah, y'all, so for the rest of the day, somebody's racking my route for me. I'm hoping. And I come in, all I gotta do is pull down. And I'm ready for it to be involved. I'm just thinking about this money I gotta spend for this car. Tax season's right around the corner, right? I'll do my banking. This is dang ridiculous. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Kingdom, you're in 2 bands? Wow. That's a lot to deal with. That's a lot of personalities to deal with. Last night I was on, I was supposed to get off. End up staying on because it's like, I have subscribers from different, alright Sheen, have a good day at work. Thanks for stopping by. I have subscribers from different countries, and it's like, when I want to go to bed, they're just starting their day, so I went to some of their lives last night. I was so tired. Ellie, I didn't go to sleep until 2 o'clock this morning. Kingdom Boy, I bet. And then you also got school. Now, Kingdom Boy is a college student. He is doing it up. I'm trying to make sure I don't get that much time. See? I ain't got a job. That's what's up. It's hard. It's hard to deal with. I remember at one time, I had 3 jobs. That was a lot. That was a lot. 3 part-time jobs. Thank goodness I have no kids. Kingdom Boy, you work at Cold Stone Creamery. I auditioned to work at Cold Stone Creamery. I would have got hired. But the people they grouped me with were boring. They were so boring. They couldn't come up with a song. They had us like come up with a song, you know, that's like ice cream related. And they try to do it to like current songs that's out, you know. And it's like the group that I was in, it was so boring. I was so mad. I was the only one doing the work. I'm the only one who came up with the words of the song. It sucked. Gotta pay for my food, y'all. Hold on. No, they didn't give me a song to sing. We had to make up our own song. I don't know how the audition process worked for you, but for us, they said, come up with a song. Like for example, they'll say, they when we came in, because it was a group interview, right? It was a whole bunch of us. It was like 12 of us, and then they grouped us off into threes, and then they said, this group, make up a song about chocolate ice cream. This group, make up a song about cherries and sprinkles, like something like that. And then so like you'll take like a popular song that's out now and make up something real fast to the tune of that song. That's how it was. And when I tell you my group was trash, they were so trash. I was so mad. But you guys, it is 9:29. I have made it to work. These are the Pro Masters telling you guys about. And then the truck, the 2-ton. This is the 2-ton.
If they say a dollar comes to my desk,
So I will talk to you guys later because when I go inside, they're playing music, and even though I'm a small-time YouTuber, I still get copyrighted. Okay, it's not a strike against my channel, it's just copyrighted. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.